Shalom, beloved. This is Sophia, the American Mariam, and we are here with another message. I had I didn't have a dream, but when I woke up, so when I went to sleep last night, I was thinking about how, you know, what can I do? What am I doing to slow down this process, right? Like, I have things that I'm asking for, and I'm trying to be as specific as possible or whatever, and we're fasting, and so we're putting a lot of energy into it. But what can I do to help? Because I just feel like there's something, not quote unquote, that is missing, but just something that I'm personally missing. And so when I woke up, the first thing that was in my mind when I woke up this morning was, I didn't ask for what was going to actually make me happy. Meaning, when you're asking for a physical resource like money, the money is not going to make you happy. It's what you're going to do with the money that's going to make you happy. And I have a lot of things that I want to do with, the money that I receive, but I didn't ask for those things. I asked for the money. So I said, well, you know, what can I do to rectify that? Well, I could write down all the things that I plan on doing, the fun things, the exciting things, I had asked for some of the things, but not all of the things, the most important things, the things that are kind of like, that I'm really, really looking forward to. I just, took those as an assumption. Like, of course the spirits know that this is what I want to do. So, I just wanted to pull some cards on that energy, meaning, is it helpful for us, the people who are still experiencing delays, now that these ops are pretty much disappearing out off the scene, is it helpful for us to focus now on what we actually want to do? Because the stuff that we want to do seems to be just as important, right? But we spend a lot of time looking at, what we need to do it. Well, it doesn't matter to me, how these things are done. You know what I mean? Like, some people really care about the order of things, since I am I'm an earth sign, with a heavy aspecting water sign, you know, I kind of get distracted by the I kind of get distracted by the earthly part of it, like the physical nature of it, like fire signs and look at this, fire signs and some of the other signs, they don't get as distracted by the literal things that it takes for the things to happen, right? But me, I'm always distracted by, like, okay, how is this physically going to happen? What I'm trying to make it as simple as possible, right? When I ask for stuff from the Most High, I try to make it as simple as possible, the most direct line, and that is probably something that we have to give up, like being so, thinking that we have to go for the most direct way for something to happen, because it could happen in an indirect way. It could happen in a direct way too, but the Most High wants to know our dreams. He wants to know what we want to do. He wants to know what's going to make us happy, because if you go over to my Ortho Sister page and listen to the prayer for today, it talks about how the Most High's yes is yes. God's yes is yes. It's not yes and no, it's yes. And so he wants to make sure that his yes being yes, that we're doing what we really want to do. Because I think what happened is, I think what has happened is, when we ask for stuff, because we ask for physical things, like, okay, we need this money to do this, right? The enemy can intercept the money that we're asking for and redirect it towards their stuff, because we don't have it going anywhere specific enough. But if I say, yeah, I want money because I want to go on a cruise, I need to go on vacation, I need, not to buy a new car, that's relevant or irrelevant, you know what I mean? Like, what I really need to do is, move into this beach house, and the actual physical things that we want to do. Like, I want my kids to win pageants. That's what I'm going to spend my money on. You know what I mean? And so until we understand that, we gotta be asking for what we want specifically, and not just, like throwing out there, okay, I need X amount of dollars for this, and I need X amount of dollars for that. That's not gonna get us anywhere. At least it hasn't been getting me anywhere. That's why I asked for some other, suggestions on how to actually move this thing along. Because, like I said yesterday, I feel abundant. I feel the abundance. I feel overflowing and joyful and all of that. I feel all of those things, and it's not in a way that's like I had been talking about before. Like I felt overabundant, abundant or whatever, but it was draining. No, I don't feel like this is a draining, abundant feeling. This is kind of like I feel abundant because I really do feel abundant. Like I feel like I'm completely filled up, but it's not like in the same way as before. If I feel like it's not overwhelming. Let me put it that way. I have gotten used to the vibration of being abundant. It's like, now what am I going to do with this vibration? So, all right, let's try to look at these cards in order. The first card we had, of course, we had the Four of Cups, which is, it's right there, but we don't see it. And then again, Seven of Cups with the choices. Four of Cups is Cancer. Seven of Cups is Leo. Then it's the same thing. Feeling the money but not experiencing. This is Aquarius energy. And then the Ace of Cups. Of course. This is this time period. Then we got the King of Cups. King of Cups is Virgo. King of Cups is Virgo energy. And the Page of Cups, which is Virgo energy. And then we got the Queen of Wands. We're going to tell this story in a minute. Then we got the Three of Cups. Got a lot of cups out here, man. Got the Moon. We got the Knight of Cups. Good gracious. The Emperor. All right. The Most High is on the board. The Most High is on the board. All right. All praises. And we got the King of Wands. All right. So okay. So this is basically what this is really what I was saying. Let's put our court together. All right, we're about to tell this story. This is unbelievable. All right, so we have the Most High out here, right? We have the Emperor out here. Again, I hardly ever pull the Emperor. This is the second day in a row I've pulled the Emperor. This is unbelievable to me. We have the Most High out here, right? And the Ace of Cups, the Ace hands, I look at to be like the mother, like the invisible mother, the light mother. Because it's just a hand that's cut. It's a hand. It's the Most High's extension into physical matter, right? And so in this sense, we have a cup. And like I said, we feel abundant, right? We're not holding this energy of not feeling abundant, but it's just not manifesting. And it's not manifesting into what we need. It's not manifesting into this, this Three of Cups energy. And so the Most High has had to send in the Queen of Wands, the King and the Queen of Wands, and the King and the Queen. The Queen is Aries and the King is Gemini. Sending this Aries and this Gemini energy to help us feel this King of Cups, Page of Cups, Knight of Cups. I mean, look at all of these cups, because whoever these people are, they're still working in the moonlight. They're working in the moon to make us stay in this energy right here. This Four of Cups, this Seven of Cups, and the Six of Cups. Oh my gosh. These are both seven. Seven of Cups and Seven of Pentacles. They're trying to, it's crazy because seven is usually like a really good card, right? But, okay, so what can we do to help with this? Look at this. But look at all these cups out here. Look at all these cups out here. The Most High has given us overflowing cups. You know what I mean? We got the King, we got the Page, we got the Knight, we got the Three. We even have the 6 and the 7, but we still feel this. We still don't see it. You know what I mean? We still don't see it. And that's exactly what I'm saying. We still don't see it. So what can we do to actually see this? Because in the scripture, it was 2 Corinthians 1, 12 through 20. In the scripture, it said that, we can send the devil out here in his chariot. We have to send the devil away from us. Look at this. We have to send him away. We still in this energy because we have not cast out Satan, and the personal Satan, I guess, the Satan that is within us, the demon that is within us. We haven't cast that thing out. Well, how do we do that? Because I feel like I've done that, but this mofo keeps showing up. How do we do this? How do we cast this thing out and send it away fast? Or it is leaving quickly. It's just that, we have to, is it leaving quickly and we have to hold on? Or is it that we still have something that we have to do? I don't know, because you got these people thinking, and they're thinking, and they're thinking, and they're choosing, and they're thinking, and, we have to put a death to them. We have to lay them to rest. And maybe that's just in our heart. We have to lay this demon. We have to lay this demon to rest. Because it's this little crack that this guy has. He keeps showing up. Oh, right. See? 4 of Wands. He keeps showing up and keeps making us paranoid. Using this moon energy. All right, so how can we use the moon to counter this? If they're using the moon energy, which came out in the reading yesterday too, how can we use the moon to counter this? We got a new moon coming up in a few days. We have a new moon coming up in a few days. Maybe this is something we need to do with the new moon. And new moon's about eclipsing things out of your life, right? So probably a spiritual bath, very specific request to remove this entity from us, from our presence. Man, this thing got us paranoid. We have to put a death. Or maybe we can't put a death to it. Is it that we need the Most High and our spiritual team to come in and take these people out? And maybe that's what we have to ask for. Because this guy on the 4 swords, he's got his hands in a praying motion. And so maybe we have to slide these down. Right. We have to pray for these things to just go away. We have to die to ourselves, we have to put up this nonsense. We got the 7 of Wands, build a fence around ourselves and wait for the good news. We have to feel the good news. Pages are about hearing the good news coming in. So maybe blocking out bad stuff, really focusing in, feeling this abundance. Now we got the 9 of Cups, really letting this information overwhelm us. Maybe just sitting in this abundant energy is good too, because the abundant energy is giving me lots of good ideas. It's, helping me, solidify what I want to do when I start moving forward. It made me think of, let me make a list of the specific things that I want to be able to do. Let me make, okay, look, about the relationships that I want to go into, me specifically, how I want my partners to be, my kids to be, partner and my kids to be, what I want for them and their interaction with me. It's really made me think about that. And so the more I sit in this abundant energy, the more I think about what I actually want to do to help people, And then here we go with we have the four of coins or pentacles, and we also have the six of swords. So we are moving away to calmer waters. We have, to me, this is kind of like we have overcome this whole layer down here, right? And so let's see what messages. Oh, let me do the other one first. Let's do fairies last. Of course, we got our life purpose oracle. Let's see. So we have overcome it. We just have to really, I think, for me, definitely asking for what I wanted to do with the money that I'm trying to need, and not focus. Not that I'm not focused on the actual amount, because I am. I know how much money it's going to take to do all the things that I want to do. And, it's not even going to take a lot over a long period of time. Once I get started, I will be able to sustain myself, and that's another thing. Like, if you're asking for something, but in the process, you don't have a way that you'll be able to sustain it over time. I mean, I got many overflowing amounts of ways that I can sustain myself over time. You know what I mean? And so that's not the problem. The problem is that in Nehemiah, the scripture that we're using for our fast, the people were complaining about the same thing. It's like they were overwhelmed, they were vexed, because even if they wanted to start over, they couldn't, because the nobility had taken everything. They took their farms, they took their vineyards, they took their lands, they took their kids and sold their kids, and they did this without even thinking. And so that's how I feel. It's kind of like in this situation, it's like you've got Nehemiah coming in to rebuild the walls, which everybody wants, right? But they're doing it. They're putting forth their best effort. They're bringing everything they can to the table. However, they're still vexed, because they don't have anything to go along with it. I mean, that's why that scripture is so perfect for this fast, because it is exactly the problem. But look at what they had. They had to be given everything. Here we go. It's right here. Nehemiah 5:11. Restore now to them, even this day, their lands, their vineyards, their olive groves, their houses. Also 100 silver coins of money and the grain, the new wine and the oil that you have charged them. They had to restore everything. They couldn't move forward until they restored everything. And then what? The priests made them take a vow that they would restore everything. And the people were restored, and they could move forward with the building, because it's very difficult to rebuild a wall, to rebuild the third temple that is us. It's very difficult. So being that it's so difficult and the labor is very, very tough, just rebuilding ourselves is not easy. If the labor is very heavy. And so we really need everything to just be returned to us. And then we can get to the hard part, which is rebuilding. No other cards are coming out. Let's see what we got. Oh, we got 3. We got artists that came out the other day. We have options. Artists, engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career and every other area of your life. We got options. Consider the career possibilities that are open to you in the first card. Let it go. Walk away from this situation in order to resolve it. That's a pretty clear answer. Think about your options, consider the career possibilities, consider what you want, and put some artistic stuff in there. Use your artistic abilities, even if it's, one of the things on my list is, I want a sewing room, so that I can, or craft room, so that I can do all my crafts in, you know what I mean? So you have to, do stuff that you can work with your hands. Let's see what we can get from the fairies. And so it is that we have to be very specific about what we plan on doing with the money. We can't just ask for the money and that's it. The Most High wants to give us our heart's desire, and Our heart's desire got to be something. It can't just be my heart's desire is to have money. That's the problem with these nobles. You know what I mean? Everything with them is about money. You know, just like I told y'all about the Catholics yesterday. In order to become a saint, your body has to do a certain number of miracles. You know, literally, if you don't do no miracles, you ain't becoming a saint. And the Most High doesn't operate like that. That is just grotesque and egregious. It's like, yes, he could do the miracles. Yes, just like in the scripture. Yes is, yes, the Most High's yes is yes. However, it's gotta mean something. What is he saying yes to? What is the Most High saying yes to if you're not asking for what you want? Especially like me, I put in some effort and energy to get money from different places, but then I still have to put in the effort and energy to ask for what I want and be, as specific as possible. And this part of the journey it's been difficult for me because that's not how Virgos think. You just don't think like that. And so this has been definitely a learning process that practically jumped out. And I'm glad I'm sharing this because I'm sure it will help somebody in trying to figure out what is going on. Why is this taking so long? And it's only taking so long because we're not demanding, what we actually want. And we're not going in and standing united. We have to even unite with ourselves. What do all the versions of ourselves want? What do all of our ancestors want? Because what we want to do is really what our ancestors want. You know what I mean? And what is it that they want? What is it that they want to do? Like my grandmother loved to travel, so I know that the whole traveling bit, now she would have never got on a cruise like me, but still, she loved to travel. So the whole traveling thing, going to different places, dressing up real nice, looking pretty and all of that, that's something she liked to do. And, if you don't know your ancestors, then, you could just, this is why it's helpful to learn these different saints because you can see what they like to do based on their pictures, based on their stories. It's a lot of information that's out there, when you start looking into these saints and what they did and where they lived and how they lived, you know what I mean? And the stuff that they gave up in order to, quote unquote, follow Christ, follow the higher self, And so we have to, do better at, dreaming and really, really imagining. I spend a lot of time in an imaginary world, but it's not it's not the right kind of imaginary world. And that's, the trick of the devil, the demons have put on us is flower power. Spend time with flowers and flower essences to increase your personal healing power. So that's my second time. This is the second day getting flower cards. I need to get some flowers up here. Business venture. Trust and follow through on a new business idea or career opportunity. That goes with artists and options. You've got the power. Use your abilities to resolve this situation. You can do it. See, we have it all in us. As usual, this is what is always said. The Most High has given us all the authority. We just have to use it, We have to use it. We have to be specific. You have to ask for the specific things that you want to do. You have to tell the Most High your secret, your spiritual team, your secret things, your secret dreams, what you want to see, why you want to see it, not just, I need this money to do this, but why you really want to do it. What is the end result of the abundance that the Most High is going to bring to you? What do you want to do with it? And the Most High, He sent, this whole team in to make sure that it gets done. It's just that we literally can't. These tricks. This is all the stuff. These tricks right here. This moon magic, sending it in fast under the moon. This right here has been so powerful in the past that we just keep getting stuck in this doom loop of the cups are there. We got choices, but they're bad choices. The money is there, but we're dissatisfied and just paranoid about protecting the money. You know what I mean? Like, we've gotten into this doom loop. This is what they've done. This is how they've done. And we just have to put an end to it. We have to get into our Four Swords energy. And Four Swords is Libra. So That's justice in the wheel. We have to we have to get into Libra energy, which is weighing things out and weigh out the fact that this stuff is not real. This stuff is not real. This all the abundance that the Most High has handed out, the Most High and the Mother have given us is what is real. And that's how I know, the Spirit walks with me, because I feel that abundance, like not in a real way. I feel it. You know what I mean? And so being that I feel it, the only step left is to see it. And they're just using this, sending this moon magic to us with this, fast moving energy to keep us from seeing it. But once we have tapped into it, we have to build a wall around our energy and not let this energy back in. We have to really put a death to this energy and letting this energy in. We can't let this energy just keep coming in and coming up and coming up and coming up. As soon as we get somewhere, then this energy shows up, right? And flowers will be a good way to do it. So you definitely want to plan on keeping fresh flowers around, get into that energy of having the flowers, and also just let go, let go. And that's hard, especially for earth signs. I'm not, facetious about this. It's very difficult. But look at all of this good stuff that's here once we can let go. Once we can let go, all this good stuff is here. The King, the Page, the Knight, the Three of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Four of Pentacles. All of this stuff is here for us. It's like Most High has put money on top of us, in front of us, underneath our feet. The world is behind us. And on the original cards, it's gray. But the world is the world is behind us. We are, moving forward, and we just have to, know that this is real. The illusion is the stuff at the bottom. This is what is real. This is what is really happening. And so we have to, like I said, sail away, go away from this whatever energy that they keep sending to us, and literally sail the calmer waters. Because all of this stuff that they're doing is just illusion. It's not even real. It's sabotaging ourselves, And so I feel really good about this reading. I feel like this is very helpful. So I hope this has helped somebody else. And we're definitely going to remember, you got the power. That's what the fairies say. You got the power. You got the power. So thank you all for tuning into my video. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, I guess is what people say, so that we can get this ancestor message out to other people. And shalom, and we'll see you in the next video.